Hi everybody, it's Tanya Tracy with Flow Physical Therapy and Pilates in Asheville, North Carolina. And I'm back again with another Feature Area Friday. So the past couple feature areas have talked about foot-related subjects, and today, since it's the last weekend of April, I'm going to be doing the same thing. It's one final thing that ties into the foot. So I'm going to show you all a strengthening exercise. It's for the calf muscles. So our calf muscles are made up of actually two big muscles. So we've got this big meaty one called the gastrocnemius, and then we have this little bit smaller one called the soleus. So the two of these together make up our calf, and then they connect through this, which is our Achilles tendon, to our heel. So this muscle is a very big, powerful muscle, and it creates this lever action so that when we're walking, it helps with that push off of our foot from the ground. So it helps propel us forward. And we see this especially with walking. So everyday walking, people are using this all the time, or at least they should be, and especially with running and jumping. So this is a really good muscle to have strong and have it working well. And if it's not, up the line, we start to see injuries as well. So sometimes you'll have hamstrings don't fire as much and they get weak. Glutes kick in too much when this isn't working as much. And also low back will start to be a problem. So this muscle being strong has important implications, not just at the foot, but up the chain, which if you've been watching these videos by now, you'll notice a lot of these things I talk about, they don't just affect the area that they work at. They have all these different things, these chain reactions through the body. So I'm going to show you today a Pilates exercise called tendon lengthening. So tendon lengthening is typically done on a reformer, which is the machine that Pilates instructors use a lot. But most people don't have them in their home because number one, they're expensive, and number two, they take up a lot of space. So I'm going to show you how to do this at home without a reformer. And most people, when they see this that have done these before, are going to say, it's calf raises. I've done this before. And that's true. They're basically just calf raises. But there's some little nuances that if you remember how to do them properly, it takes that calf raise and it changes it into something so much better than just a simple calf raise. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to be standing on the edge of my reformer that I have put a big mat down on, so it's very sturdy. When you do this at home, I typically recommend people using their stairs and doing this on a step because then they have railing for balance. Or if you're going to use a step stool of sorts, make sure it is a very heavy, sturdy step stool, because most of the time, if they're really light, the second you drop your heel down off the edge of it, it's going to pop up and topple over and number one, probably knock you in the shins, and two, you're going to fall, which is not really productive when we're trying to do injury prevention with these exercises. And the other thing I want to say is, above all else, if you have any calf or Achilles tendon injuries, especially Achilles tendon tears, calf tears, please talk to your doctor before doing this, because this is one exercise that, while it's helpful, with some of those injuries, you can actually make things worse. So don't do this unless you know that this is something where your doctor is okay with it if you have one of those injuries. So I'm going to stand up. You're not going to see my face through most of this. So from the side, I'm going, the edge of the step or the stool is going to basically be from here forward, and from here back is going to hang off the edge. I'm putting them hip width apart, and I will show you in a moment exactly what I mean by hip width, but basically you can feel the bone here that you sit on, and your legs should fall right below that bone. So for tendon lengthening, you're going to inhale as the heels drop, and you're going to keep your abs active while you do this. So that kind of drawing in of those lower abdominals. You're going to exhale as you come up. And again, my knee is staying nice and straight. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You can do these double leg like I just did. And again, make sure you have something that keeps balance. You can also do it single leg. So this position in Pilates gets called tabletop. So you drop the heel down, you come up to the toe. Inhale, exhale. If your balance is a little bit off or not as good, you can keep the foot lower, and it makes it a little bit easier to do the exercise. So that's from the side. What it looks like from the front, again, that hip width apart, this leg is dropping right underneath the bone I would sit on. I'm going to inhale as my heels come down, exhale as I come up. Again, abs are active, so I'm inhaling and exhaling. Again, you can bring the leg up, inhale and exhale. You can also do the V position. Again, balls of the feet are on the edge of the surface, but heels are together this time. This in ballet is called first position. So abs are active, inhaling as you drop the heels, exhaling as you come up. Inhaling as you go down, exhaling as you come up. The other thing I want to point out is when you are coming up, you want to feel pressure between the first and second toe, not to the outer edge. And what it will look like if you go to the outer edge is this. And you'll feel some pressure towards the outside part of your foot. What that does is it strengthens some of these accessory muscles, but it lets your calf off the hook. And really, when we're pressing, we want to be pressing through the first and second toe. So the other way we can do this, another little modification, is called running or prancing. You have even heard it called walking, but basically you drop one heel with the knee straight, the other knee is bent, but you're still up on that toe. Press up to both, and then drop down. Press up to both, drop down. So I really want to make sure you do these nice and slow and controlled, no bouncing, but just taking your time. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you guys can try these at home. And if it feels good, tell a friend. And if you really like the video, please share it, like it, follow me, subscribe, all those great social media things. If you want to know more about what I do, you can go to www.flowptandpilates.com, and I will see you all next Friday. Bye.